Hello everyone and welcome back to another video with CryptoNinjas. My name is Dale, your guide through this vast crypto universe. Today I want to talk about Makina Finance, the latest DeFi protocol soon to be launched on Legion, the premier launchpad in partnership with Kraken Exchange. I'm going to review what Makina Finance is, how it works, why it's different, is it actually better and safer than other DeFi protocols, and I'll walk you through how to participate in the Makina sale on Legion. Let's go. But before we get into the video, make sure to like and subscribe to CryptoNinjas for more contents like this and use our Binance Alpha referral code for 20% off of a trading fees for life. Thank you very much. First, what is Makina? Well, Makina is not another yield farm. It is a non-custodial execution engine. Think of it as the operating system for professional DeFi strategies. Right now, pro traders and funds run complex plays, delta neutral hedging, cross-chain arbitrage, leverage yield farming across 30 plus protocols and 6 plus EVM chains. But you, well, and I, honestly, we are stuck with Yearn vaults or Uniswap pools that do just one thing. If you want to farm yields across 30 plus DeFi strategies across 5 plus chains, well, you can, but it is a headache because you constantly have to monitor your positions across all of these pools. Makina, it lets anyone tap into those pro strategies safely and unheadachy. Here's how you do it, generally. First, you deposit USDC, Ethereum, or Bitcoin, or any of the security token into a quote-unquote machine, which is just a term for tokenized smart yield vaults. You get back quote-unquote machine tokens like DUSD, D Ethereum, and D Bitcoin that earn yield 24/7. D, get it? Which can be used anywhere in DeFi, Curve, Aave, whatever, and let you withdraw anytime, no lockup. And the best part about the Makina is that these strategies is run by vetted operators, starting with dialectic, or eventually AI agents. Let's get into how Makina works for an average user and why it's different than other DeFi protocols like liquid staking, for example. This is the official website of Makina Finance. Make sure to go to the exact link at makina.finance or go to their X account and click on the website link up in the bio. Next, click on Open App and connect your wallet address. The first thing that pops up are the three quote-unquote machines that they offer for you to earn, with a target APY of about 12 to 14% for the first machine, 69%, 69 for the second machine, and 3 to 5% for the last machine. The first machine is the DUSD machine tokens, which will be given out to you when you deposit. The second pool gives you D Ethereum machine tokens, and the last pool gives you D Bit tokens for Bitcoin. And as you can see right down here, the operator is all dialectic. In the future, Makina will definitely add more operators to diversify their managers, but they have to vet them very thoroughly because these operators are the one managing the yields, managing the strategies, and basically your money. Now, the first thing that you would notice is the insanely high APY, because for the first pool, it offers 12 to 14% APY just for stablecoins like USD. But if you click on it, and you're going to see that the APY is actually targeted based on historical performance and potential MAK rewards. That means the APY is not fully in the form of stablecoins. No, it's also in the form of potential MAK rewards, which is their main governance token. If you click on buy and earn, then you're going to see that the actual APY for your underlying assets, it's only about 4.86%. So I guess the remaining 8% is in the form of their MAK token. The next thing that you need to do is to click on connect your wallet again, which is weird because I already connected my wallet address up here. So I guess that's just another user experience or user interface error. So the team definitely can fix this. Click on connect wallet and click on MetaMask, and that's it. You're in. And now you can select any tokens of your likings, which is supported right here in their list, right? And you can select different chains, BNB, Base, Arbitrum, Polygon, whatever, and these are supported assets. And you can swap it to DUSD, which is their machine tokens. Now, by holding these tokens, you can earn their yields, obviously, but you can also use these tokens into different DeFi strategies on Aave for lending and borrowing, or add in liquidity pool for more interest. So what happens when you deposit your assets in any of these pools? Well, scroll down and explore strategies. Basically, when you deposit your assets into Makina, let's say Ethereum, into this USD pool, then your Ethereum will be turned into stablecoins like USDC, and they will take that USDC and put it in these different pools to diversify the risks and earn yields. And the manager that's going to design the strategy is the dialectic team. However, there is a fee system involved. And to be honest, it's a lot higher than I would expect. You're going to have to pay 1% in management fees and also 15% in performance fee. Now, for these fees, you can go back to their FAQ and you can read it out here. What fees am I paying? And they're going to say that in Makina, you pay several types of fees, right? The performance fee are based on the yield generated by the strategy. So if the strategy generated about, let's say, 4, 5, or 10%, you're going to have to pay 15% on those yields to the dialectic team. The fees are minted as new machine tokens, which is DUSD, for example, and distributed to the operator, security module, and Makina DAO. So 3 people. This process is transparent and occurs atomically during AUM updates. And then for the management fee and security fees, starting from season 1, there are management fees on deposits and withdrawals, and as well as fixed fees calculated based on token supply and elapsed time. The fixed fee is split between the security module, again, these 3 people, to keep them incentivized. So, if you go back down, that means this 12 to 14% turns out to be like 12% managed fees. So overall, Makina is like a decentralized hedge funds where you put your money in and a certain hedge fund managers, quote unquote, in this case is the operator, which is dialectic, will come up with different DeFi strategies and earn yields for you. And they take a management and performance fees. Now hold up, isn't this just like Lido or Rocket Pool or any other liquid staking protocols where you stake Ethereum, for example, you get SD or staked Ethereum, which is a liquid form of that position, and earn rewards? Same thing, right? Well, no, totally different. Let me break it down, super simple. So with Lido or Rocket Pool, your Ethereum gets locked, all right, to help Ethereum stay secure. Basically, you put your money in, and Lido and Rocket Pool will secure the Ethereum minute, become a staking validator. And you get the SD Ethereum, a liquid form that earns 3, let's say to 5% from staking. So it's passive, it's fixed. Makina, however, it takes your Ethereum into the Ethereum, okay? A live active machine where the pro traders, the operators, or even the AI in the future, they can move it around like lending on Aave, hedging on different protocols, for example, or put it in a convex pool, a curve pool, or morpho vaults, whatever it is, right? Try to stack the yields up to you guys. Your D Ethereum is still liquid, still usable everywhere, but now it's working way harder because it's active, not parked. Finally, let's talk security. Is Makina safer than the other DeFi protocols? Well, yes and no. Compared to other DeFi protocols where you put your money into 1 or 2 pools, which if they got hacked, basically all of your money is gone. But for Makina, they diversify the portfolios, your money, into 10, 20, 30 even different pools if they like. So if one of those pools got hacked, you still have the remaining funds in different pools. So they are safer in that regard. When it comes to the smart contract security, even though, as you can see, Makina has a bunch of these different audits, I cannot say with 100% confidence that Makina won't be hacked or at least exploited in the future. We've seen multiple top DeFi protocols. Recently, Balancer got hacked of a few $100 million. So even the top protocols with top of the market security teams, they got hacked. So they might still got hacked in the future. So that is an absolute risk when you participate in a crypto, especially in DeFi. Next, let's talk about the Makina MAK token sale on Legion happening in a couple of days. Now, you can read more about Makina and why Legion chose to launch Makina on their platforms as the second launch right here. But I want to walk you through how to participate in the Legion sale and what to look out for. So click on the legion.cc/Makina link right here. Here we go. Click on get started and sign in with your X or a Google account. In this case, I'm going to sign in with my X account. After signing in, this should show up. Now, before you participate, as you can see, it opens in about 8 more days and 11 hours left. Deposit chain is on Ethereum mainnet. So before you do that, you have to check your profile, because the thing about Legion Sale is that it checks your profiles heavily on chain and also on socials, right? So click on the score. So they have a score system of 1000. Okay, myself, I have like 776, which is not the best. Basically, my X account is not that big, so I have like 410. And also, I am not a developer, so I have like 260 out of 1000 in developer. My on-chain experience is a little bit higher because I connected my 3 main wallets, and I got like 830 right there. But I'm sure that you guys would have more than me if you're more active on chain and you receive a lot more airdrops, and you have a lot of batches, for example. Myself, I ranked at about 13,000, so top 5%, not the best, to be honest, because in the past Legion sales, for example, on yield basis, they only take about 4,400 people. And that's the score system from Legion. Now, for the sales, click on it, and you're going to see that the past sales, I'm going to talk about only yield basis, and I'm going to compare it to the upcoming Makina sale, because these past ones, I don't really care about them. Starting from yield basis, Legion is partnered up with Kraken officially. They raised about $5 million at an FTV of $200 million. And if you look at the yield basis price at the launch date, yield basis was at about 0.7, $0.9 at the all-time high. Look at that, right? 97. And then it slowly drops to about 0.37 after a couple of days. And now it's at about $0.1. So when you participate in the Legion sale, you are obviously going to profit. Look at that, 100% release at the TGE. You're buying at like $0.2, about 20 cents. And you can sell at about 0.7, 0.8 cents. So that's an immediate like 3 to 4x right there at the TGE date. If you're lucky, if you receive this like earlier, you could have sold at about 0.9, right? So you would have made like what, 4 to 5x even. So that's very good for a sale like this. For the Makina sale, there is no information yet about what FTV they're selling it for and how many people, or what's the hard cap for the sale is going to be, or how much will be released at the TGE date. But I'm sure it's going to be 100% released at TGE, and they're probably going to be looking for another like 2 to 3 or maybe $4 million in investment from a couple thousands people. I hope that from the yield basis sale, the Legion team and the Kraken team will do things a little bit better and include a little bit more people into the sales, because 4,400 people, even though it's a lot, but compared to, let's say like Binance, Alpha Sales, or whatever it is, it's not really a lot. It's not really for, the wider public. Okay. It's mostly focused on a centralized few, couple thousand people who seems to be, a good fit or a good supporter for the projects. Okay, I have no problems, because at the end of the day, it's their rules, it's their game. But if you want your token to be distributed, to as many people as possible, as fairly as possible, then yeah, I think you should be, again, distributing tokens to a lot more people than 4,000. You know what I mean? But yeah, I'm gonna be participating. I'm gonna be applied, and if I got in, it will be amazing. But I don't know if it can get in, but I'll try to get in. And if you were to, be able to purchase this Makina sale, I'm sure you could get like at least 2 to 3x from the sale price. With that said, man, the market right now is terrible. Bitcoin is bleeding like crazy at about 93 right now, $95,000. But at one point, it was at $93,000, as you can see right here, even as low as $92,900. So I don't know what's going to happen in the upcoming days, or at least in the next 8 days when Makina is having their sale, right? But I hope that Bitcoin will recover to about more than $100,000, so that the sale and the launch date will be good. Now, if you want to participate in this sale, Legion, very simple. Just create an account, create a profile, try to get as high of a social score as possible. Try to contribute on your X account, write a lot of threads, articles, make contents about Makina, and submit it to the Legion team. And hopefully, you can get in. You also have to prepare a certain amount of funds to pre-deposit into this pool. So if you got accepted, then yeah, they will take your money and they will refund the excess. But if you got rejected, then you can reclaim the amount back to your wallet. And that's it for my video about Makina, what it is, how it works, why it's different, is it safe, and how to participate in the Legion sale. Thank you very much for watching. If you liked the video, make sure to like and subscribe to CryptoNinjas for more contents like this. And make sure to use our Binance wallet alpha referral links for 20% off of a trading fees for life. And I'll see you in another video. Daily out.